Now, second year junior high school and senior high school students on Monday, October 5, returned to school amid safety measures. The students are expected to be in school for 10 weeks to study and write their end-of-term examinations. Our Ashanti regional reporter Ibrahim Abubakar has visited some schools to assess their preparedness and is joining us via Skype right now with some update on the situation. Ibrahim, thanks very much for joining us. So give us a fair idea of where you went in your monitoring and what you can report.
Well, Steve, I visited 5 junior high schools and 3 senior high schools within the Kumasi metropolis. I went to Eja MA, then Dichemso, then State Experimental and Bokrom junior high school. And in fact, when I got there, the students were preparing to go at home. So they had to tidy up the environment. They had to weed the bushy environment and also clean the classrooms and the chairs. So that was what they were doing in the morning. Class started around 9:30, 10 thereabouts. When I spoke to the teachers, they told me real academic work will start tomorrow because today they have to do all the cleaning and other things. And I've observed that they are indeed observing the protocols. Most of them come to the school with their nose masks on, except with some few who were expecting to get the nose masks that the government intend giving them. But when they got to the school, the nose masks were not available, so they had to buy some along the roadside. They came prepared. The sanitizers were there. The Veronica buckets were there. Indeed, I spoke to some of the students, and they told me they are excited because they couldn't participate in the e-learning that went on online and TV because of accessibility challenge. So coming back to school, they feel they can come and study, and they feel also safe being back to school because of the protocols that have been put in place. Let's listen to some of the students I engaged with.
You've been at home for the past 7 months. Now you are returning to school. How do you feel coming back to school?
I feel excited because when we are at home, some things that we learned have been lost. So we are happy to be back to school. I feel safe because we are observing the safety protocols.
Are you satisfied with the measures put in place by the school manager?
Yes, they gave us nose masks and hand sanitizers. We have Veronica buckets here, so we are okay.
How do you feel coming back to school?
I'm so excited because when I was home, I was not learning good. So I'm good coming back to school.
Do you feel safe coming back to school?
Yes, because there's Veronica buckets in this school and they give us a mask to wear. So I'm very safe.
Back to school after 7 months.
You see, it's been a while since we've been in school, and to be in school, I'm happy. I feel very safe. When I came, how they were observing the protocols, it was good. So I feel safe.
Those you spoke with so far. I also want to find out whether you were able to have some form of interaction with school heads or teachers to actually evaluate how their preparedness is.
Yes, I spoke to a couple of them, in fact, off camera, and they told me they are prepared. They've received some of the items that the government promised to give them, but they are waiting for the rest. But as it stands now, the fumigation, disinfection, everything has been done, and the Veronica bucket and sanitizers are also in place. So they will receive the students well, just like they did for the final year students. And at Sewenyako, they are expecting over 800 students. But as at the time I was leaving the school around 11:30, only a handful have reported, around 20, 25 thereabouts. So the headmistress I spoke to, she is hopeful that by the close of the day, the other students will return on campus. Let's take a listen to it.
Prepared is the school to receive the students?
Everything has been put in place, the COVID protocols, so that we observe them just like we did the last time the Form 3s were here. So everything is in order. We have the Veronica buckets, the students with their masks, we have the washing soap, the tissues, etc. They are all ready, so we are waiting for the students to come, and then we begin with the academic activities. So we are set.
How many of them have reported?
So far we have about 20 students in, and they are the day students. So we are waiting with the boarders. Today is the reporting day, so we are waiting for them. But the day students are in now.
So academic work will start when?
Tomorrow, God willing.
Right, so Ibrahim Abubakar, if you can hear me, I want to find out after this interaction what the way forward is with the school authorities. I know they're expecting the rest of the boarders, some of the boarders to report today, but overall, you get the sense that they're ready?
Yes, because I've seen all the preparations, mounting the Veronica buckets in front of the various classrooms. They showed the sanitizers that the government provided for them, and they are just waiting for the nose mask. So what they will do is that from tomorrow, if majority of them do not come, they will start contacting them personally. Maybe they are not aware they have to report to school today. So they will start with the individual contact, so that at least by the end of the week, everybody should be in school and they will be able to complete with their academic work.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim Abubakar. We're grateful for that report. Ibrahim Abubakar is our correspondent in Ashanti region. This is still Midday Live from our studios at Adesawe Kanda in Accra. Now, if